A prophecy about Jerusalem. A prophecy against the valley of vision. What troubles you now? Then you have all gone on the roofs. You town, so full of commotion, your city of tumult and revelry. Your slain were not killed by the sword, nor did they die in battle. All your leaders have fled together. They have been captured without using the bow. All you who were caught were taken prisoner together, having fled while the enemy was still far away. Therefore I said, turn away from me. Let me weep bitterly. Do not try to console me over the destruction of my people. The Lord Almighty has a day of tumult and trembling and terror. In the valley of vision, a day of battering down walls and of crying out of the mountains. Alarm takes up the quiver with the whole charioteers and horses. Here uncovered and shield. Your choice valley are full of Charlotte, and horsemen are posted at the city gates. The Lord stripped away the defense of Judah, and you looked in the day to the weapon in the palace of Forest. You saw that the walls of the city of David were broken through. In many places you stored up water. In the war overflow, the counted the buildings in Jerusalem. And tore down horses to strengthen the wall. You built the reserve by bore between the two walls for the water of the old pool. But you did not look to the one who made it, or have a regard for the one who planned it long ago. The Lord Almighty called you on that day to weep and to wail, to tear out your hair and put on sackcloth. But see, there is joy and revelry, slaughtering of cattle and killing of sheep, eating of meat and drinking of wine. Let us eat and drink, you say, for tomorrow we die. The Lord Almighty has revealed. This is my hearing till your dying day. This sin will not be atoned for, say the Lord Almighty. This is what the Lord Almighty says. Go say to the steward, to Shebna, the palace administrator, what you are doing here, and who gave you permission to cut out a grave for yourself here, hewing your grave on the height and chiseling your resting place in the rock. Beware, the Lord is about to take firm hold of you and hurry you away, you might man. He will roll up tightly like a bow and throw you into a large country. There you will die, and there the chariots you were so proud of will become a disgrace to your master's house. I will respond you from your office, and you will be ousted from your position. In that day I will summon my servant Eliakim, son of Hilkiah. I will clothe him with your robe and fasten your sash around him and hand your authority over to him. He will be a father to those who live in Jerusalem and to the people of Judah. I will place on his shoulder the key to the house of David, that what he opens no one can shut, and what he shuts no one can open. I will drive him like a peg into a firm place. He will become a seat of honor for the house of his father. All the glory of his family will hang on him. His offspring and offshoots, all its vessels, from the bowls to all the jars. In the day, declares of the Lord Almighty, the fag drive into the firm place will give way. It will be sheared up and will fall, and the Lord hanging on it will be cut down. The Lord has spoken. A prophecy against Tyre, where you ships of Tarshish, for Tyre is destroyed and left without house of harbor. From the land of Papyrus, word has come to them. Be silent, you people of the island, and you merchant of Sidon, whom the seafarers have enriched. On the great waters came the grain of the Sheol. The harvest of the Nile was the revenue of Tyre, and she became the marketplace of the nations. Be ashamed, Sidon, you and you poultries of the sea, for the sea has spoken. I have neither been in labor nor given birth. I have neither riches sown nor brought up to get daughters. When Lord comes to Egypt, they will be in anguish at the report from Tyre. Cross over to Tarshish, where you people of the island. Is this your city of revelry? The old city. Those feet have taken her to settle in far off lands. Who planned this against Tyre, the bestower of crowns, whose merchants are princes, whose traders are renowned in the earth? The Lord Almighty planned it to bring down her pride in all her splendor, and to humble all who are renowned on the earth, till you land as they do along the Nile. Daughter Tarshish, for you no longer have a harbor. The Lord has stretched out his hand over the sea and made each kingdom trembles. He has given an order concerning Phoenicia, that her fortress be destroyed. He said, no more of your rebelling. Virgin daughter Sidon, now crushed. Up cross over the Cyprus. Even there you will find no rest. Look at the land of the Babylonians. This people that is now of no account. The Assyrians have made it a place for these creatures. They raised up Daisy's tower, they stripped its fortress bare, they turned it into the ruin, where you ships of Tarshish, your fortress is destroyed. At the time Tyre will be forgotten for 7 years, the span of a king's life, but at the end of these 70 years, it will happen to Tyre as in the song of the prostitute. Take up a harp, walk through the city, you forgotten prostitute, play the harp well, sing many a song so that you will be remembered. At the end of 70 years, the Lord will deal with Tyre. She will return to her lucrative prostitution and will ply her trade with all the kingdoms on the face of the earth. Yet her profit and her earnings will be set apart for the Lord. They will not be stirred up or hoarded. Her profit will go to those who live before the Lord for abundance, food, and fine clothes. The Lord devastation of the earth. See, the Lord is going to lay waste the Lord, us, and devastate it. He will ruin its place and scatter its inhabitants. It will be the same for priest as for people, for the master as for his servant, for mistress as for the servant, for seller as for buyer, the borrower as for the lender, the debtor as for creditor. The earth will be completely laid waste and totally plundered. The Lord has spoken this word. The earth dried up, the withers, the world languishes and withers. The heaven languishes with the earth. The earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore the curse consumed the earth. Each people must bear their guilt. Therefore earth's inhabitants are burned up, and very few are left. The new wine dries up, the vine withers, all the merrymakers groan, the joyful timbrels are stilled, the noise of the reveller has stopped, the joyful harp is silent, no longer do they drink wine with a song, the beer is bitter to its drinkers, the ruined city lies desolated. The entrance to every house is barred. In the street they cry out for wine. All joy turned to gloom. All joyful sounds are vanished from the earth. The city is left ruins. Its gate is battered to pieces. So it will be on the earth and among the nations as when an olive tree is bitten, or as when gleanings are left after the grape harvest. They raise their voice, they shout for joy from the west. They acclaim the Lord of majesty. Therefore in the east give glory to the Lord. Exalt the name of the Lord, the God of Israel, in the island of the sea. From the end of the earth we hear singing, glory to the righteous one. But I said, I waste away, who to me, the teacher's battery, with the teacher's battery, terror and pit and snare await you, people of the earth. Whoever flees at the sound of terror will fall into the pit. Whoever climbs out of the pit will be caught in the snare. Through the floodgates of the heavens are opened, the foundations of the earth shake. The earth is broken up, the earth is split asunder, the earth is violently shaken, the earth rears like a drunkard, it sways like a hut in the wine. So heavy upon it is the guilt of the rebellion, that it falls never to rise again. In the day the Lord will punish the power in the heavens above, and the kings on the earth below. They will be herded together like prisoners found in a dungeon. They will be shut up in prison and be punished after many days. The moon will be dismayed, the sun ashamed, for the Lord Almighty will lead the mountain Zion and in Jerusalem, and before its elders with great glory. Praise the Lord. Lord, you are my God. I will exalt you and praise your name, for it perfect for faithfulness. You have done wonderful things planned long ago. You have made the city a heap of robbers, the fortified town a ruin, the foreigners' stronghold a city no more. It will never be rebuilt. Therefore strong people will honor you, cities of lossless. A nation will liberate you. You have been a refugee for the poor, a refugee for the needy in their distress, a shelter from the storm and a shade from the heat, for the breath of the ruthless is like a storm driving against the wall, and like the heat of the desert. Useless the uproar of foreigners, as heat is reduced by the shadow of the cloud. So the song of the ruthless is stilled. On this mountain the Lord Almighty will prepare a feast of rich from food for all people, a banquet of aged wines, the best of meats and the finest of wines. On this mountain he will destroy the shroud that enfold all peoples, the street that cover all nations. He will swallow up death forever. The sovereign Lord will wipe away the tears from all faces. He will remove his people's disgrace from all us. The Lord has spoken. In that day they will say, surely this is our God. We trusted him and he saved us. This is the Lord. We trusted in him. let us rejoice and be glad in his salvation. The hand of the Lord will rest on this mountain, but Moab will be tempered in their land. As straw is trampled down in the manure, they will stretch out their hands in it, as swimmers stretch out their hands to swim. God will bring down their flight, despite the cleverance of their hands. He will bring down your high fortified walls and lay down now. He will bring them down to the ground, to the very dust. A song of praise. In that day, this song will be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city. God makes salvation. Its walls and ramparts. Open the gates, that the righteous nation may enter. The nation that keeps peace. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you. Trust in the Lord forever, for the Lord himself is the rock eternal. He humbles those who dwell on high. He raised the lofty city now. The rebels it to the ground and cast it down to the dust. Feet trembles it down, the feet of the oppressed, the footsteps of the fool. The face of the righteous is rebel. You, the Almighty One, make the way of the righteous smooth. Yes, Lord, working in the way of your laws. We wait for you, your name and renewed, and the desire of our hearts. My soul yearns for you in the night. In the morning, my spirit longs for you, and your judgment come upon the earth. The people of the world learning righteousness. But when grace is shown to the wicked, that they do not learn righteousness, even in a land of unrighteousness, they go on doing evil and do not regard the majesty of the Lord. Lord, your hand is lifted high, but they do not see it. Let them see your zeal for your people and be put to shame. Let the fire distribute for your enemies, consume them. Lord, you establish peace for us. All that we have accomplished, you have done for us. Lord, our God, other Lord, beside you have ruled over us, but your name alone to be honored. They are now dead. They live no more. Their spirits know to not rise. You punished them and brought them to ruin. You wiped out all memory of them. You have enlarged the nation, Lord. You have enlarged the nation. You have gained glory for yourself. You have extended all the borders of the land. Lord, came to you in their distress. When you disciplined them, they could barely whisper of prayer. As a pregnant woman when about to give birth, with and cries out in her pain, so were we in your presence, Lord. We were with child, we readers, we were little it in rubber, but we gave birth to wind. We have to brought salvation to the earth, and the people of the world have not come to life. But your dead will live, Lord, their bodies will rise. Let those who dwell in the dust wake up the shout for joy. Your dew in like the dew of the morning. The earth will give birth her dead. Go, my people, enter your rooms and shut the doors behind you. Hide yourself for a little while until his race is passed by. So see, the Lord is coming out of his dwelling to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will disclose the blood shed on it. The earth will conceal its slain no longer.